know what's going on. We're live. G'day, everybody. Fucking welcome to the Dusty Bogans Thirsty Thursday live. Special bloody guest, the Dancing Medicine Man.
Hello.
And our Scottish friend, fresh from the where my grandfather's from. Tell us, Lacy, is it?
Yeah, I
And you've got your elections happening now, like today.
Yeah, we've got the European elections for Brexit. We'd voted for Brexit like it was 4 years ago, and it's just been a shit show basically. Sorry for my language. Ever since they've they've made all these fringe kind of like groups, and they've just made everybody look like they basically called everybody that voted for Brexit like racist, homophobe, bigots, and like just all this kind of stuff. And the way it's kind of went is they've made us all kind of look like that because there's been a whole bunch of like splinter groups that have been acting that way, but there is some decent ones. So I'm gonna like go down the day and vote. So that's like all you can do. So.
Can you vote for Tommy Robinson? Is that the go, or is it?
You can vote for Tommy Robinson, but I'm not in the area. He's down in England because like he's not like an actual. He's a MEP, like which is like for a local. He wouldn't be my local youth. I could vote for UKIP, but I don't know. It wouldn't be like a. I know there's quite a lot of like there's like Sargon of Akkad, and then there's Tommy Robertson, but they're all down in England. In Scotland, I think that there's that Count Dankula. He's Scottish, but he's not in my constituency. Like, see where I'm, Glasgow. So, for UKIP, I have no idea who it'd be. I have no idea at all.
So you'll go there and vote, and you're going to be like looking for fucking UKIP and whoever's in your area.
I looked. I had the things out, and I swear we've got like the Greens, and they've got like 3 policies, and their policies are basically the first policy is stopping Brexit, and I was like, well, obviously I'm not going to vote for you because my whole thing is Brexit. And then their second policy is like they're gonna mind. I read it to you. Like their second policy is like they're gonna commit to this Green New Deal, which is like a 5-page stupid American thing. It's like just about climate change, which is just total bullshit. And then their third policy is choosing hope over hate. And I was just like, nope. And then just ripped them up. And I was like, and it was like this big, weird alien head looking woman. And then, and then there's like the SNP, the Scottish National Party, with that stupid, he knows how, Conflags knows how much I hate Nicola Sturgeon. Like, she's not my Prime Minister. She sold the country out. She so did. Like, because like she was my MP for Glasgow South. If you knew Glasgow South, like if you were to like Google Map it and look at it, it's like it sounds racist saying it, but like in Britain, we have to say.
Okay, Lacey, that's enough.
Yeah, you're like no, we have to say Asian. There's a majority basically. But if you look at Glasgow South, it's just a shit show. Like it's really bad. And if
there's heaps of Middle Eastern we call them Middle Easterners, like Arabs.
Yeah,
if you're an Asian in Australia, you're Oriental. You're like a Filipino or Vietnamese, if you know what I'm saying.
People grew up knowing, but now they'll write in the papers, they'll say like a gang of Asian men raped so many girls, and you're like, oh well, what's their name? Tell me. I bet you I know their name. I bet it begins with an M. And then surprise, like all their names are Mohammed, and you're like, right, okay, but they've made it so that you have to say Asian. It's like, I don't know why. I've spoke to Muslims that even say like, no, we find it more racist, like, because it's a religion, not a race. So like, I don't know. It's just all bullshit. Like.
That's insane. So you're telling me there's heaps of fucking. I thought Scotland.
You would
how many immigrants have you got? Like, you reckon you got 20% of the Scottish population's
no.
migrants?
Oh, hell no, surely not.
You have no idea. Like, you have no idea. I put a video up on my channel. Like in Paisley,
that'd be real hard.
People kind of fled there, like because Glasgow's got the majority of Muslim populations. If you look on Wikipedia, right, the majority of Muslims are all in Glasgow, where I'm from. And the majority are all in Glasgow South, and that's just a no-go zone. Honestly, Dusty, like seriously, see if you walk down the streets, it's all every single shop, everybody knows it. Like, I mean, like they've got names for them. Like, there's certain towns like in England, like Birmingham gets called Birmingham, and like Pollock Shields gets called something else Shields. Like, that's in Glasgow, and they're just majority Muslim areas. And like in Glasgow right now, for the past 5 years, the number one boy's name has been Mohammed, and that's just a fact. Like, even growing up, I grew up and it was just.
So you don't think they're not integrating? They're not like.
No, they don't.
I mean, for a little bit, we had kind of all right Muslim
Yeah,
integration.
That was like exactly the same as me. Like, see, growing up, like I was saying, like I've got Muslim friends that I went to school with that are like that voted to leave Brexit, and they're but they. It's weird because they kind of identify as Muslims because their parents are Muslim or whatever. And
So it's like a cultural thing for them. Yeah. It's like my Irish cousins, they came over and worked with me, right? And I was like, they're like, oh, I'm Catholic, all this shit, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? They never went to Catholic church. I think one of them was even pro-abortion, and I was like, what the fuck? You're definitely not a Catholic.
Yeah.
And no, it was just like pseudo Catholicism. It was more like a tradition, or they identified as Catholic, but they really weren't. So do you reckon there's that going on over there, or what?
Oh, 100%. The ones that voted to leave and the ones that don't like all these new ones that came over, all these new ones, like, or whatever, but the ones that, it's true, like Nicola Sturgeon and Theresa May, like the two prime minister women, have just flooded the country with all these new people that don't want to integrate, are horrible, and like just basically, it's really bad. And Scottish people, like I said, like we've got like actual, as you're saying, like see about the kind of cultural thing in Scotland, because sectarianism is such a problem. Like we'll have people that'll say they're Catholic or they're Protestant, or and then I've got friends that say they're Muslim, but they drink, and it's like a cultural thing, like you say, like but we all speak Scottish, we're just different colours. And like, does that make sense? Like, I don't know if they.
So they have a Scottish accent.
Yeah,
they speak proper Scottish accent.
Yeah, the old school ones, but not the ones that came over in the past like 4 or 5 years, because they've just flooded them. See, in the past, since Brexit, like the vote happened, they've been flooding the Britain's only so small, and the whole country's basically, it's got to that point where, like, see the whole thing with Brexit, like I went to so many rallies, and now I'm kind of like, even if we get Brexit, like the amount, like how fast these people, that sounds so bad, but like the new people kind of do not want to integrate, and how fast they procreate. Even, I mean, we don't need to build a wall. We're an island. If they really wanted to stop it, and they could have stopped it. They don't want to stop it. They've just flooded the country. Even if we were to get some kind of like send the boats back or whatever, it's too late now. Like,
it's never too late. It's
Dusty,
never too late.
I follow Ireland very closely. Most of my subbies are Irish, right? And I tell you what, they're way worse than the Scots. Like they've got a homosexual Indian as the leader of their country, and the Scots, to me, are made of a tougher metal. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're just more rugged and more no nonsense.
We won't go down without fighting.
Yeah, what's wrong with the fucking Irish though? Like they've just thrown their country away. It's like,
well, the thing with Ireland, like so many people with Ireland to me are like, all you had to do was vote. Remember that guy saying to me, like,
yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
do was vote, and I was like,
Michael Owen.
It was like, because he was talking to me about Scottish independence and all this. Dusty will be kind of like, what are you talking about? But he was going on to me saying, like, kind of saying, all you had to do was vote for Scottish independence. Why don't you want it? And why have you got a British flag? And I was like, because right now I don't want Scottish independence, because if we were to get it, Nicola Sturgeon we would then be part of the EU, which I do not want to be part of, because of the whole Article 50 and the whole fact there's to be like an EU, like all of the stuff that people think, oh, it's just about stopping having these people coming over. And it's not just about that. Like, if people actually knew what Brexit was all about, like, and how bad it is, like, but it's just a tactic that they use all over, the same in New Zealand, the same in America, to shut you down. It's just, oh, you're a racist, you're this, you're a bigot, you're this, you're that, blah blah blah, just to shut the conversation down.
I've seen like Tommy Robinson, you know, he had his rally and then it had
Yeah.
something like 300 Muslims fucking throwing rocks.
Oh.
The police escort him there. Then they're fucking throwing
Yeah.
like rocks. You see him picking up like fucking broken bricks and they're like just fucking throwing them.
That's
The
what
cops are
black-
just standing there doing nothing. And
It's
then I
not-
seen today someone posted a video on Telegram and it was like another Tommy Robinson support rally and some fucking the cops just like arrest and I think they like bash and arrest some British people, like a
They
young
do.
English girl. It's so fucking biased. Like I
It is.
would wonder, like I go to rallies and shit, and I just think to myself, look, generally I'll talk to the cops and be like, oh, hey, he's going. They'll say to me, what's up with your camera? I'll be like, it's for my YouTube channel. Check it out. You know, whatever. Have a bit of banter. And they're all good. Like, they're all good. But
No, in
God's
Britain,
sake, if some cunt was throwing rocks at me and my mates, it's going to be on.
It'd be go time, eh?
It'd
they
be
were
fucking
pushing-
on, man.
Yeah.
One. Mind, I went down to the one on the 29th of March. It was the Brexit Betrayal Rally, and Tommy Robertson's big stand was like right out. There was Tommy Robertson, then there was Nigel Farage's, and there was like all different kinds of Segway groups, right? And the second it got dark, and I mean the second it got dark, the police have cattled us into like this kind of, they've like basically surrounded us, and they were like pushing us, and like they pushed this. It was like this. I can't remember if he was Romanian or if he was Polish, but he was a Brexiteer voter, and he was like, I came here legally, and I've worked here, and I voted to leave. And they pushed him, and they were smiling, and they says like, go home. And like, I've went like just instinctively to like attack one of them. It was just like, because I felt bad because he fell on his arse, so I just like went to say like, what are you doing? Like, leave him alone. Like, and like, this woman's like grabbed me, and this guy basically had this thing, and it, see if one of us, like, if one person out of like all of the thousands upon thousands of people that they had like surrounded there had basically even touched one of the police, we would all have been done under the terrorist act. And like because apparently we're like extreme right activists, they'd classed us under extreme right because it's went so far left. Anything now in Britain, someone was asking me, well, what's the right and what's the left in like the UK? Basically everything is so far left. If you're anything, you're extremely far right. Like you're far right. You're a far right activist.
It's like that Dave Rubin video on Prager University, and it's like classical liberalism is now a virtue of the right. So it's like something that was supposed to be centre left virtue is now, that's how far the left has gone. But you look at the vote in Australia, we just had our election, and it's like, you know, now they're having the fucking choosing the opposition leader over here, and it's like apparently the guy who's gonna win it, he's apparently he's more center, or he's like considered a right winger inside the party. So they're like having a wake up call. I wonder if, you know, they postponed Brexit so long. Now the British are going to be a part of the European election, right? So do you think that, what's the chances that Nigel Farage or Tommy will get up? Do you think, and then that would like throw a spanner in the works for these fucking European bastards?
I obviously I pray like constantly, and like I hope, I really do, like the whole thing for me, like I was never really kind of into politics, and I just kind of thought, oh well, I mean I voted and stuff, but the first time I was really excited about politics was when that stupid Cameron was like, okay, we'll put a referendum up then. But he obviously done it just thinking, oh, nobody's going to vote to leave. Like, and then we got it, like 1.7 million people all voted to leave. And then now they're like saying, oh, you were doing it under, you didn't know it was criminal, it was this, it was that. And it was like, no, we know what we wanted. We want to leave. Like, we do not want to be part of it. And there 4 different times through the 4 years, they've like ripped up our democratic vote and just basically told us, no, like you're too stupid to like vote, like you don't understand, and like just abused us and put us down. And you do kind of feel drained, and you think like it's not what's going to happen. But I don't know, all you can do is vote. Like like I said, the last rally I was at when I seen there was like ex-veterans and things there. and they were like up on stage talking, and they'd like fought in wars and stuff, and they said like we fought, and they were talking about like they had to sign an allegiance to the Queen and things like that, and they said they were talking about like the EU army, how it would be like an EU army and how dangerous it would be, and they said
police state.
Yeah, it would be well, even more. I mean, I'm already living in a police state. I can go to jail for words, like simply words. Like it's crazy. It's so bad. But like, yeah, like not even like violent words. Just like what, like if you like to a police like aggressively, then you go to prison. It's bad. But or an offensive tweet, just anything.
That's basically the precursor to martial law. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, but
pretty much.
I'm hoping that like I know like. So many people have been like that to me, like, oh, do you know what? I'm so sick of it. I'm not even going to vote. And I'm like, no, you have to vote. And I'm like, just do it. Like, but I'm going to go and I'm going to vote today. And I'm just going to, I honestly just hope that, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I really don't know because they have just laughed at us for so long. But I think if they do get some people in, like you're saying, then it'll be like Nigel Farage and I don't know, like with Tommy, that the whole thing, like they were doing, like the milkshake and the fish, and what annoys me so much is these journalists, though, like they're like in Burger King and everything, promoting on Twitter, like, oh, come and get our milkshakes here so you can
throw them at the fucking politicians.
Yeah.
They do like all the time, and it's like, well, okay, if you want to like promote that, it's okay then, fine.
I reckon never give up, but like I go out and have fun at all my fucking rallies. It's just you got to make an adventure of this. We're in a fight for our lifetime. Do you guys follow Jesse Lee Peterson, that old fucking African American dude? He's like 70. He still looks young as fuck. But that dude's inspiration to me. Like I'm thinking, fuck yeah, I want to be in this fight till I'm 72. Like this guy's still fucking going hard. But we've got to all be in this fight for the long haul. And we've got to make sure when you go to rallies and shit, go and have a pint with your mates. Go have a schooner with your mates. Go have a good fucking time. Have fun. You got to build a cultural fucking revival around this. You know what I mean? We have to have a cultural revival, and we've got to make this fucking fun. We can't give up.
If I went to one of your rallies, would you have some soda bulbs lined up for me?
Would you gonna fucking breathe them in like a 15-year-old, mate?
Exactly, mate. Like
I'll just stick to the beers, mate.
Yeah, like that was like the last time I went down, it was like it's just me and my mates, like we just get pissed up, like it's like
you're having a mad fun time. Like, that's what it's all got to be about, man. That's how we win this fucking war. You got to be it's got to be good times and beers the whole time.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Fucking oath. So we've got some comments here. I'll read out. Someone said like Tommy Robinson's a Zionist. And I hear a lot of this. I hear a lot of this getting thrown around, eh? But I fucking reckon
Lacey,
Tommy's
what do you
the
think?
man.
What I think?
Don't cut, Lacey. Don't cut.
Like I hear it a lot as well. I just don't. I don't want to go to prison. I'm saying nothing.
Oh, you coward, Lacey.
No
William Wallace would be ashamed of you. He'd be ashamed.
I remember being a kid growing up in New Zealand, and they used to play fucking Braveheart, William Wallace, that fucking Mel Gibson. It's like it's on TV every fucking 3 months in New Zealand when I grew up.
I know, bro. Do you know what else is on every fucking weekend? Is Hitler documentaries. They're on like every weekend, mate. There's like Hitler as a teenager, Hitler's next strategy, Hitler when he was 25. It's like, fuck, we know about Hitler, mate.
See, I remember growing up in New Zealand, and I'm like my Maori neighbours, and they're all fucking rigs with like tribal tattoos, and then like my uncle, he's got like, you know, he's a rig with fucking Scottish and Irish tattoos. He's a rig. And then you look at the Maoris, they're wearing their like fucking the men wear their little skirt things, whatever you call them. And then I'm watching Braveheart and seeing the kilts. I'm like, I'm just thinking like, we're kind of the same. There was like a weird thing. Me and my Maori mates were like, we'd watch Braveheart together and we'd be like, how fucking funny is it? Like, we're on the other side of the earth, but We've both got tribal tats. We've both all got kilts. We love footy. We love beer. I was like, we're fucking meant. They were meant to come together. The fucking.
Even I heard I can't believe the amount that like you swear. I was like, I thought that Scottish people that we swore like that much. So many people say to me, "Oh, you need to stop swearing," because like every second word, like I will say is like I don't know if I can swear here, but like it's the
Yeah,
word.
you can swear. Fucking go for it.
We're just like, oh fucking. We mean it in a like compliment, whereas like the English get so offended if you go down and like you're like, here, have you seen where that cunt's went? What? And they're like, oh, do you mind you using that language?
Do you mind, Lacy?
Yeah, like how dare you use that language calling yourself a Christian? Like I bet it's like it just comes out and see like as well like a lot of the English they'll be like it's mostly Londoners, right? But they always slag the men for like wearing kilts. But what other men do you really see that can wear like call it a skirt if you want to, but like actually throwing fucking logs in the air and like see at the Highland shows, like they're trees, they're basically flinging trees and they're like big burly men, like strong men, and it's the same
Highlanders. They're Highlanders, lass.
Fuck yeah, I want to bring back the Highland Games. Like I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah.
I'm thinking for the Proud Boys, we should do an annual Highland Games. You know what I mean? They have like a fucking. I've seen some bodybuilders doing it, and they had kilts on. They had like a hammer toss and a fucking like they just throw these boulders and fucking big trees and shit. It's fucking sick. Tug of war.
Heaps sick, hey. Yeah, would have been fucking sweet.
Damn, I'll do it. I reckon I'll tee it up with the boys. I got to meet in a few weeks, and I'll be like, right, we're gonna do a fucking Highland game in the city, and we'll get pissed and get killed, and I'll go live during it. We'll do a fucking live.
You need to have drink, right? Because at all the Highland Games, everyone gets pissed off. You need to have like all the beers, and then just have your kilts on, and you need to do just random crazy shit, but drunk. Because that's what everybody in the Highland Games does, just drunk, like random, like let's throw a log and see how much we can do it. Yes, like totally pissed. It's crazy stuff.
Fuck yeah. Was there one like? Is it so? You tell me, right? You got to help me work out how to run a Highland Games. You got to have find a big fucking log to throw that. Got to find like a huge fucking boulder to throw that. Yeah. I heard they do like a cowbell or some shit, and you got to throw it behind your head, like, but it's got to go. You have like it's like a high jump fucking bar. You got to throw it over, right?
You throw over that. It's just like random shit games, but it's different strength games. Like they've also got a rock throwing thing where they pick up this big boulder, and you need to like kind of pick it up and go, and then throw the rock, and like it just goes. It doesn't even go far. It just kind of goes. Like that,
and then you get the fucking tape measure out. You get the Bunnings tape measure out, and you go, "Fucking this bloke, he threw it 2 foot. What a man!"
The time I've went, like it's just I'm just usually at this tent getting pissed watching, and then you go and like you watch, and there's a thing where they climb the big logs as well. They climb up like these big logs, and they race each other up the logs. So you just see these men like going meow and like going up the wee logs really fast, but. And most of the people just get pissed. It's an excuse for people to get drunk. See, wherever they've got the Highland Games, they always have them, but it's always been an excuse just for Scottish people to get drunk. Like, and any excuse for Scottish people to get drunk, it just happens.
Fuck yeah! Did you guys invent the deep fried Mars bar? Is that a Scottish thing?
People don't believe us, but it's like we've always had that, like the deep fried Mars bar. And like,
I love them. They're so nice.
They're fucking delicious. The local fish and chip shop does them around my place.
And it's like, and just basic them and fish and chips, and then we just get pissed and then come back and then just get a chippy and then just go like stoke back down the road and things. But
it sounds exactly like the South Island of New Zealand, eh? It's in the fucking blood. It's in the fucking New Zealanders' blood, eh?
I think
just getting fucking maggot and eating fucking hot chips.
That's it. Yeah. That's all our life is.
I'm glad I got the fuck out of there.
Fuck, you can't. It's way better than Australia. At least we don't have bogans.
Yeah, that we all fucking. I'm just got never allowed back in New Zealand. All good, eh?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, someone, Lacey, was asking if you could show your Titus, whatever they are, in the
Your what?
comments. Show your Titus.
What's my Titus?
Not Sholase, but Matthew Thurmond is interested.
So is the kilts are from Scotland, right? But you see Irish people wearing kilts and English people.
Yep.
Is that right?
Not English people.
So the English don't wear kilts.
English
No.
don't wear kilts. They would only wear kilts to try and be like, oh, look, it's me wearing a kilt. They take the piss out of us all the time, and the thing is, we've got self-tax. No, but I'm very annoyed about it because we have to pay or we'll go to jail to get this propaganda pushed through to be told you're a shit or inferior country when we hate you and but it's kind of yeah, and I don't even watch their fucking stupid TV, and it's it's channel 1, 2, BBC 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's just England kind of laughing at Scottish people haha, look at you bunch of stupid drunks. But we do like to get drunk. But then what you are still scared of us when we come down and shout at you, aren't you? They're just it's not, and again, not all of the English, Northern English. I don't know if it's a weather thing, but the Northern English, see all the ones with accents, they're the same as us. They love a drink. That was my mates that I had my photos with, and they're usually from Manchester, Birmingham, all Northern England. It seems to be the further south down you go, the more cocky the guys are, if that makes sense. And
yeah, they're a bunch of fucking pussies down there.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I'm a centrist. They're always that kind of way, oh yes, I don't involve myself in this. But they say they don't involve themselves in politics, but then they're the first person to tell you you're a racist because you voted to leave Brexit, and you're like, well, I thought you didn't involve yourself in politics. Shut the fuck up! What are you talking about?
And what about the fucking Irish? The Irish wear kilts or what? They get the bagpipe on, right?
Yeah, no, Irish don't wear.
The Irish do wear kilts, Lacey. I've seen them. Seen them.
Why? Because it's the whole thing. Scottish kilts came from clans, and it was I can't believe I'm going to Scottish.
Tartan.
We had a clan, and we all had our own kind of tartan. There'd be clan Macbeth,
tartan, yeah.
Clan whatever, and clan Hamish, and it was all different clans in the time of Braveheart or whatever. And we'd live in mud huts and I can't believe I'm doing history for Scottish people, and you'd have your own tartan, so that'd be your family's tartan. So I don't know how Irish people would. I mean,
because you're the same people, pretty much. That's why.
Yeah, well, we were, but now the Irish are they don't have Irish normal pounds. They fought, as that guy was saying to me, why didn't you vote for independence? Because we don't want to be part of the EU. They now are flooded with migrants, and the whole country's effed. And
so is Scotland. Scotland's got not as many, but they've still got migrants.
We're the reason we've got so many cucks in the Highlanders is because they're like, oh, that will only happen to us. Any of them come near me, we'll stab them. It's you just don't realise I've seen it, and it's not 1-on-1. It's you're fighting about 12 of them, and they've got acid, and you've got a stone. I wonder who's going to win.
What's up with the acid attacks? How the fuck? What are they getting? Pool? I have a swimming pool and I have to put acid in the swimming pool. Is this the kind of acid they're getting? Are they getting it from a hardware store or what? What the fuck are they getting?
B&Q, you can just walk into B&Q and buy that acid. And the reason they do acid is because in the Muslim community, the reason they do it to women so much, and the whole reason they'll do these acid attacks, it's a cultural thing, not so much a religious thing. And it's basically, if you've been out with a Muslim guy, and a lot of down in England or in Scotland, there's a lot of white girls or whatever that'll kind of, I don't know, you can call it grooming or whatever, but as young teenagers will go out with these guys and then realise, oh no wait, they're beating me up or whatever, then leave them, and then you're not allowed to leave a Muslim, it's seen as disrespectful, so or whatever. So they then have to, I don't know if it's a cultural thing or what it is, but then they have to pour acids in your face basically. So these acid attacks, that's why it's always on females. And you can see, like, you just need to Google like the acid attacks, and you see some of the pictures, and like it's horrific, like, and it happens like constantly. Like,
are people waking up to this shit? Are like the locals like going, holy fuck, look at that girl, she has acid on her face, that's from a Muslim? Like,
yeah,
do all the young people go, don't fucking date them, stay away from them?
with me, my main thing is like what's happened with me is like it's more drugs. Like, Scotland's got a massive drug problem, and it's because like I've literally lost friends to heroin, like, and they've died because two of them, like, both, well, not at the same time, but separately throughout times, were actually gang raped and then turned to heroin, and they ended up overdosing and dying really young. And then some of them have ended up like they're still on drugs, so I don't see them and things, and they're ended up like kind of, you just lose them because they get, it's really common for them to get kind of gang raped and attacked, and because
By
like,
Muslims, they're getting gang
yeah,
raped and attacked by Muslims. Is this what's happening?
it's really bad. Like, that's why Glasgow's got such a big drug problem. And like,
Why the fuck aren't the Scottish and English people getting together and fucking punching on with these cunts?
well, now we are doing things like that, but we're called like these extremists, and we're the ones that are going to jail for it, and like things like that. And like, I've like fought back and done things like that. But like, I mean, do you know, we're told, like, the media will tell us, like, I've said to Flats and to ants like so many times, like if I was to carry a knife right for protection, they say like, oh, only cowards carry knives, and I'm like, right, well, I'm 5 foot and I'm 7 stone. I'm not just gonna lie down and get like gang raped. Obviously, I'm gonna be like defending myself with something.
You're gonna go down.
Yeah, but like, if I was to like use anything, like, so I'll carry like we literally have to improvise. So I'll carry like hairspray and like try and spray people in the eyes, like, get back, like pretending it's mace, like, and then just run as fast as I can. But like, it's bad. It's like really bad. But like, most of like the girls, this happened in high school. This was in like the south side of Glasgow, and everybody from the UK knows like what Glasgow's like. In the south side, it's basically a no-go zone for
Someone's asking to marry her.
Marxist
McCarthy.
Marxist.
Who is
And I
this
told him,
woman and how can I marry her?
And I told him I saw her first.
How old are you, Lucy?
Oh, right. No, oh yeah, like I'm
28.
There you go. You can fucking, you're young enough to get married and have 5 kids, repopulate Scotland, and then migrate some of them back to Australia. We need a few good Scotties.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Do you reckon like the Scottish and English and that think to themselves like, well, fuck, we've got like 100. You probably have like 200 million fucking people of English, Irish, and Scottish heritage around the world. Probably more. There's probably fucking 350 million of them that live outside of, the UK.
I don't know if we have the same thing, the same problem that you guys have, because I know it's different from the USA when I speak to like Americans, right? But in Britain, especially in the UK, the biggest problem we've got is like a class problem. Like, it seems to be like, you just by speaking to someone, like, if you spoke to somebody from the exact same area as me in Glasgow, so not the same area, but somebody from Glasgow, and I'm in Glasgow, and you plucked them out and they were from a really rich background, and then you heard my accent, you'd be able to be straight away, she'd be like, she's not from money, like, listen to her accent, that's a working class accent, like, because like I swear a lot in my kind of accent, you can just tell. And
you fucking what, mate?
That's where, like, in the city, that's where all the kind of crime is, and that's where they put all the high-rise flats. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's
I get what you mean, lass.
And all the
Mum wants to play.
Yeah, all the places with like all white areas, they're all really upper middle class snob people, and they're kind of like, oh, diversity is great, and yes, remain, and blah blah blah. But it's because they haven't came across any of these problems, and plus they've never like had any problems in their life, so they look down on the working class, and they think just it's really with like disdain, like, see the way the government looks at you, and like talks about the working class. They hate us. They absolutely hate us. Like they hate the working class people. And like
so why the fuck, like in Australia, right? We've got immigrants, but we didn't just let in just Middle Easterners. Because I could imagine, like, it's like America, it's like they've let in just a fuckload of Latinos or Mexicans, and it seems to it seems to be a problem. Or like Europe, they've just let in a fuckload of Middle Easterners. Where I think Australia or New Zealand's probably the same, Pacific Islanders, but Australia, we've just let in fucking kind of the same amount of everyone. We've got Africans, Latinos, Pacific Islanders, Indians, Asians, Middle Easterners, and it's just like, you know, a fucking bit of everyone. And it seems like, it's all right. Like,
do you know why
they all have to integrate with each other, and they have to integrate with us. It's not just like us, European heritage Australians.
I'll tell you why. Because diversity is white genocide. They want every country. Because name me one country where there's white only homeland. There's not a single one.
Maybe Poland, Ukraine.
No, they've got Africans in Poland, mate. Don't you worry about that. There was a African soccer player that played for Poland. He was a striker called Emmanuel Osidaba, and he was from Nigeria. And there you go. So we've got a bit of cultural diversity going on in Nigeria. In Poland. And Scotland's had a few Arabic strikers in the soccer team too.
See, the funniest thing, we had this guy, like he was a hero though, but this guy tried to bomb. He was a suicide bomber. He tried to bomb Glasgow Airport, and because it was a Scottish guy, his name was like Smiddy, and it was this suicide bomber. He was like Arabic or something, and he's been like Allah Akbar, and he's like tried to bomb like Glasgow Airport, and this guy just ran up to him and went, oh bang, and like gave him, like, stuck the heat in him, and like it was like getting interviewed. He says he was getting handcuffed, and everyone was like, you're a hero, you're a real national hero. And he was like, I just done what any Scottish cunt would have done. I just stuck the heat right in him, and everyone was like, yeah. And
so some Scottish dude just fucking seen some Arab cunt about to like pull the pin on a bomb, and he just fucking decked the cunt.
And then he stuck the heat. It's called like a Glasgow kiss, for like headbutts.
A Glasgow kiss, yeah, there.
Yeah. Nice.
It's so funny, but like, see what you're saying about like the kind of. I agree, like, because years ago when they first moved like certain people over and different people, that was fine. But see if you go down to London and everything, like they've got like there's Soho, that's the gay area, which now in Glasgow it's the same. There's a
Brixton.
There's an area for like black people. There's an area like how I can't say it right. And there's an area for, it's just everybody kind of segregates themselves naturally, and they don't want to integrate.
So do you have like a good mix of every different like racial and religious group? Like are there Hindus and Buddhists and Asians and Africans and Latinos, or is it just fucking Middle Easterners? Tell me that.
Well, see in Scotland, this is the weird thing. See in London, it's been more, as I was saying, they all segregate themselves. But see in Scotland, the only people that segregate themselves are Muslims.
They're Muslims.
That's the truth. And I'm sorry, it's the truth though. And it's not the one.
If you've got Filipinos or Nigerians or Indians or Mexicans, right? They kind of just integrate and mix with everyone, and they're all good, rock and roll.
Well, no, it depends if they could, because they could be Muslims. You can keep Nigerian or Filipino Muslims. It's just really rare. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I grew up. There's boys that I went to school with that are now Muslims, and you're like, what is wrong with you? Like, look at your beard. Like, you've got like a ginger beard. Why are you saying you're a Muslim? And they're like, yeah, man, I've like got my brothers, and like, I'm a Muslim now. I'm a jihadist. And it's like, no, you're not. I went to school with you. What are you talking about? Like, but they obviously they pick on, because like our prisons are basically like ISIS training camps. They just don't have like when the people that go to prison are like weak and are vulnerable at the time, so then they're told, oh, they can join this big gang, and like they'll have like all these brothers, and then they come out Muslims, and you're like,
yeah. So what? Tommy Robinson was saying this. He was like, the Muslims, you go to the fucking prison, and then there's just like, look, you might, even if it's fucking 20% of the population's Muslim, but they're all band together. So then
Yeah,
they
but
fucking, it's like a
that
standover tactic, and they're like, hey, join, get group,
Yeah.
and you'll be protected. So people who are vulnerable are like, yeah, fuck, I'll just might as well grow a
but-
beard and stop eating pork while I'm in prison.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was saying.
Can you hear the fucking possums in my roof? Can you hear the
Is
shit?
that possible?
They're going
Yeah,
fucking
mate.
ballistic.
Do you have a trap?
Yeah, I have a trap. I've trapped like fucking 16 of the bastards, eh?
16. How big's your house?
There's
They
a
get in
possum.
between the ceiling and the floor, like between upstairs and downstairs.
Do they climb up trees and then into your house somehow?
Oh, they're just fucking, mate. I've tried everything I can to get rid of these fuckers. And I keep going through stages where I win the possum war and I fucking get rid of another
Dusty,
fucking
forget the
floor. And,
possums. You've got to
sorry,
win the
man, we're
culture
going.
war. You've got to win the culture war. Don't worry about the possum war.
No, the possum was important because
Oh, yeah, I gotta go. I'm going to the toilet. You just fucking banter for a bit, eh?
All right, well,
You be all right?
we'll have a bit of banter.
Just talk shit.
Yeah, we'll
Be
talk a
all right?
bit of shit.
the Dusty.
Yeah, you're on the Dusty Bogan show, Lacy. You feel quite honoured.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm happy.
I've been there, done that, mate. I've been there, and I tell you what, though, can you turn your mic up a bit if you don't mind me saying this? Can you turn your mic up? It's hard for me to hear you.
Can you not hear me? Wait.
And so there's a whole lot of other people complaining
Wait, I
about
need
the
to
very
find
same
it.
thing.
Still make like hello, can you hear me? Wait, yeah, I'm louder. Yeah. But
Yeah, mate.
do you get possums in New Zealand as well?
We do, but my main problem is rats in the house, in the roof. Sorry, yeah, in the roof.
Yeah,
Fuck, if I ever saw one in the house.
Seeing my mum's like, because she lives like out in the kind of, well, yeah, like it's not in the city. There's just rats, but you can see like rats kind of out by the bins and everything, and they're just massive. They're like that size. They're fucking die. They're disgusting.
The Black Death, does it remind you of that? When wiped out a whole lot of European people.
Yeah. It's kind of like the end of times is coming. Like,
oh, the Antichrist is here, Lacy MArie. Who's the Antichrist? Name the Jew. Name the Jew, Lacy. The Dusty Bogan's not quite clued up on the JQ. He's not quite gold pilled yet. He's got a lot of these American subs, but we'll get to him. We'll get him in the end.
Oh yeah, I'm so I can imagine like me just like going like getting crazy like with the whole thing and being like getting taken away, and the way Britain's going, seriously, just
yeah, mate.
You'll just see me getting dragged away. You know who done it? It was George Soros. Help!
Yeah, him and all of his gay mates. I can hate that bastard.
Oh, he's such an ugly freak, isn't he?
And Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, I hate Zuckerberg. Like,
another
did you
prick.
yeah.
Do you remember that time? Oh, do you remember that time when he got asked that hard question and he's like, takes off his top?
Yeah,
that's pure wizardry. That's pure wizardry.
It was wizardry. No. Remember the question?
Yeah. Jordan Peterson. Yeah, Jordan Peterson got asked that question. He's like, I can't do it. I can't. Oh, Dusty.
Yo, I'm back. How you going?
Dusty. We just want to say that we're huge Jamie Foxx Higgins fans as well. Lacy and I.
No, do you
know who that is?
Bullshit. Do you watch his stuff?
Yeah, Jamie Bot Higgins, mate.
He watches us. He watched us because
he watched us.
And he turned around and
what he was talking shit and he jumped on and he had a bit of
we were trying to compliment. We were trying to compliment him. But
he spanked him. He basically
and he threw his toys out of his cock.
And I was like, well, I'm sorry.
So what? He chimed in on your fucking YouTube. You two are having a fucking live. You're talking shit, and then Jamie jumps on the comment section, and you start complimenting him, and he starts saying like, "Fuck you."
Said, you're talking about me. And then he said, and I was like, what? And then he was like, I don't usually answer to Jamie. And I was like, okay, is it okay if I call you Foxy? And he was like, yeah, I suppose. But I was like, what's talking? And I was like, okay then, Foxy, so what's happening? And he was like, yeah. And then we kept telling him to do Jordan Peterson accent. He's decided he's gonna
crack up, cunt.
the full Bible in Jordan Peterson accent, and he does the most correct Jordan Peterson accent. It's like I can't even do it. It's like
That's cringeworthy, bro.
oh,
He hates us, Dusty. He hates me and Lacy.
He hates you. You're a fucking mess, mate.
Bro.
I want to have him on my
Yeah,
show. Don't fucking ruin it for me.
Bro,
He's all right. I reckon I'll get on. I think he lives on the Gold Coast. I'm gonna go for beers with him for sure. One
Are you
time.
actually?
Nah, fucking. Eventually, I'm sure I'll run into him and be like, "We're going for a beer."
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
need to find out if he's like, because he's still not banned me, and he's still, whenever I'm in the room, he's
Bro,
like,
he banned me. He banned me. I can't comment
Is he
on his
banned you?
videos.
So,
Yeah.
I was in, he gave me a tell. He basically said to me, he says, "Behave yourself, Lacy," and I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I just sat back and listened, and there was only like a few chat, and he was like, I was like, just
What
so
a
I just
crack
listened.
up cunt.
Yeah, and I was like waiting for you to come, and I was like,
Nah, I can't comment. He had enough of me, bro. I was just laying him out with the
remember
verbal assaults.
that you just kept saying things to him.
Oh yeah,
That's fucking hard
Why,
case, mate.
why is your chat so small?
Jordan the Jordan the Jew confronted him about it, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, why have you blocked Conflagrants?" He's like, "Well, he's been annoying me lately."
Remember, like
He couldn't handle it.
stuff.
Couldn't handle the jandal.
He
Yeah.
just got so angry at me just for calling him Jamie. I don't usually call him Jamie. I was like, but what? There's no warning. Like, why? When?
Yeah.
When?
Because he knows all of his subs are bots.
So when's your elections on today?
Today,
And what is the time right now?
right now it's it's 10 to 9 in the morning, and it's between 10 and I think 5 p.m. But I'll be going down probably about 10:30 or something to make, or like 11:30, because it's just down there. I go down to vote, and I'll be going down and I'll be looking. I'll be like, such a hard one to vote for. Like seriously though, like.
Will you go live? You should go down there on your phone and go live and walk through and just talk a bit of shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The Labour Party run up to you, and I'll be like, at first I wanted to go down and troll them and be like, why would I vote for communists? But then I was like, no, I don't really have the guts to do that. But like, but I could just like talk to the Labour people, get them hyped up, think I'm going to vote for them, and then like have like the SNP come up to me, get them hyped up, and then like get everyone hyped up, and then be like, haha, I'm not voting for any of you, and then like. But then I was like, no, I'll just
get all the pieces of paper, right? This is what I did for our election. You can watch the video later. But I was handing out how to vote cards, helping a mate who was an independent. But I went live and I got all the cards from everyone. I was just reading what the fucking shitty pieces of paper said.
Yeah.
So like do that, go live, and then just fucking get those shitty bits of paper. Do your thing, get the fuck out of there, and then just read all that pieces of paper. Tell the world what they're saying.
No, definitely.
Let the world know,
Yeah,
because
no,
they have some fucking stupid ideas. Some of these people,
yeah.
eh?
They really do. Like, I mean, the Green Party. I mean, how can you have 3 policies and one of your policies is literally just let's hope not, choose hope over hate? That's a policy. How can that be a policy? I'm good today. I'm gonna wake up and choose hope over hate. Like, that isn't a party policy. Like, it's the most.
What? Like, I can't understand. Like, what is the point of migrating the people? Like, okay, this is the thing. What the fuck are they migrating people for? It's not like you have factories in England that are screaming out for workers. It's not like the economy's fucking booming and you need to migrate heaps of people. Like, what's the benefit to the English people? Or
there's no benefit, and you don't understand. Like I'm saying, the problem, like I can film and show you, see down Glasgow, the amount of white, Scottish, or just Scottish, it doesn't matter what colour you are, Scottish homeless people now, because the people that get the houses are these new people that come over, the refugees, or like the asylum seekers or whatever. They get housed straight away. So people that are now legitimately homeless are like, and don't have jobs and are getting pushed out of jobs, are actual Scottish people. It doesn't matter what race you are or religion. These are the people that are struggling financially, like money wise. It's not, as you said, the economy is not booming at all. Like I've had to learn a trade. I was working, and I just like I live in it's like a house in this I don't know what you'd call them in, like it's I don't know what you'd call them. In like, it's basically, it's just like it's. I don't know what you've. They're like council houses, but it's called like housing association houses. They're basically just like houses that are cheaper to live in. It's basically just houses for poor people. Like if you're working class, you get to live in like these houses, and I don't know what you'd call them in.
So they like government subsidised housing in a way, makes it more affordable.
Yeah, they're more affordable. Like basically, like I have to live in like one of those. Like, but see, like the people that are coming over, because we've got like a benefit system, they get like to live in the same house that I'll live in, like, but for free because they get benefits as well, and they don't work and they don't want to integrate. And it's like, oh, what WTF? Like seriously, like I have to like go out, learn a trade, and do all this stuff and do everything, and I just see these people like standing around, like just like looking at me with like such disgust when I walk past, and or like spitting at me. Like I've had women in burqas spit at me and my friends when we walk past. Like, and like last summer it'll be the same this summer.
Why don't you just fucking bash him? If anyone spat at me, I'd be like, "It's on, cunt. It's fucking on."
Yeah, because like I'm 5'7", like see, because I'm really tiny. Like when it's me and like two of my girlfriends, like not actually like lesbian girlfriends, just like girl lassie pals. It was like both of us, like, and
just here's a little trick, right? If someone's a dickhead like that, get one of your friends to like kneel down behind him and just fucking push the cunt over. Yeah. Bang. Yeah.
Always so
just
many,
just be like, all right,
and then run
do
off.
that, and then just run. And if you're gonna get in a fight with someone, you might as well just fucking smash him and then bolt it. There's no point
kick him in the nuts.
You can get the fuck out of there.
Go for a cheap shot, dude. Just kick him in the nuts.
With them, like see when it comes to people like that now, I'm just like, do you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna fight dirty, and I'm just like, I'll just like quickly pull the buck over the face and then run like fuck. Like like make sure they don't catch you. But like, yeah, no, I've been caught a few times.
So what's your YouTube channel name?
Alright, it's just Lacy MArie and then hashtag free speech.
Fuck yeah. So you're a bit of a freedom of speech advocate, and you get out there and have a bit of banter. You tell the truth of what the fuck's going on in Scotland. And so when do you get to go when you go to rallies and shit, do you do a live on your phone and be like, I'm at a fucking rally?
Yeah, I basically I like going down like for the banter and like meeting my friends and everything, and we just usually get pissed up and everything. Like, see, like I'm not.
Lacy, turn your mic up. Turn your mic up.
Sorry, yeah. Like I'm not like one of those people that are like, oh, free speech. Like I'm a free speech warrior and like say crazy stuff like certain people that have done in the UK. That I wouldn't do that just to say like just to prove a point about free speech. Like I just basically some of the stuff. See,
you're just having a crack. You're going out, have a beer, go to the fucking rally, go to a Highland show. Man, you need to fucking. I want to see some of these Highland games, eh? You need to fucking go live. You need to go live when you're at a Highland game, and then I'll be fucking taking notes, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm getting ready for Proud Boys Highland games. We're gonna make this shit happen, and we'll probably see if we can get it happening fucking in all our chapters around the world. We need to bring back the Highland games. The kilts, fucking bagpipes.
You know what I mean? By the way, Ben Mac, you're a gigantic cunt. Just want to let you know that.
Is that a bloke in the comment section?
He's a bloody bloke, mate. Because I don't have an Australian accent.
And so you changed your YouTube name to Dancing Medicine Man? When did that happen? Today?
Oh, mate. It's 10-year anniversary today of my YouTube channel.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm going to celebrate by having a bit of a live stream and have a beer and, just chill back and kick with the subbies. Even though,
and
I'm getting shadowed.
And is that how you've changed your name because of the 10-year anniversary? Is that right?
Yeah, 10-year anniversary, and I just thought, well, get back to the roots. My original name was Dancing Medicine Man, which was a Lego film that I intended to make with all these little Lego Indian men.
Because your fucking last name was too bloody big and long and hard for me to work out.
And sanguine angelorum. It just rolls off the tongue.
No one can fucking say that.
I know. I was like,
yeah.
I say it. Remember?
Yeah. Even Lacy had a bit of trouble saying that. But you've got any news articles you can read? Dust.
Me?
Yeah, mate.
Fuck, mate. I had a fuckload of news articles ready to rumble for today, but and then I sent you a message and I was like, let's go fucking live. And then we got Lucy on. And
Lucy!
we just had a fucking party, didn't we?
Yeah.
Party. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
no,
joined. I joined on your chat. See your you see yesterday I joined on your Telegram thing, and I was like, I seen you talk back. I was like, yeah, the Dusty, because it's like Telegram. You need to join it. And it's like, see, Telegram. It's brilliant. You can just talk to like all these people. It's so class. Like there's a group for like everything now.
Fuck yeah. Telegram's having like a mad revival.
Yeah.
I got booted off Facebook. I kind of went to MeWe. I was sitting there for ages. And now we've discovered Telegram. It's awesome. And then the thing is I've created another fake Facebook account, but I'm fucking over Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook is like everybody's saying that. Like, see, Facebook, it's like that is the one that you get like banned the most from Facebook. It is so pathetic. I only use Facebook to talk to like family members, and I only use the messenger really. And you have to be really kind of really. You can't say anything political, and you have to be polite to people and everything. So it's just kind of like anything I post is a picture of a kitten or something stupid, and it's just like I'll just do lol, like, and then it's just a message to my friends, but like, but we're joking about it, if that makes sense. But yeah, Facebook's shit. Like, I wouldn't care if I got banned from it.
Well, fucking, I'm going to have to call it a night, guys. We didn't hit any news, but it was so good to hear about what's going on with the European elections and the fucking and all that. Thanks heaps, and I reckon we'll have you on again.
Oh, no doubt.
Just
to piss Ben Mac off, because Ben Mac's a bit of a homo.
We need to get we should try and get like a fucking Canadian. Do you know what I mean? And then we've got Australia, New Zealand, Canada, someone from the UK.
We need to get on. We need to get on, you and me, an Englishman, a Canadian, and an American. Have the 5 eyes.
The 5 eyes, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Imagine that. It's fucking bunch of...
So if I knew I was coming on, I would have got ready and everything, but it's because it's early, like, I just got aunts telling me, so I was like, oh, quickly, I need to get ready. I was like, yeah, I'm going on the Dusty show. I was all excited. I was like,
you're always ready, Lacy.
Man, I fucking swear, I've been reading the news all day. I would have saved like 10 articles to read on the news, and I didn't read anything about fucking this European Union election.
Yeah, no, but
how the fuck did that happen?
On my channel, I'll send it to you through Telegraph, like today, me going in and voting, and then I'll upload it onto my channel, and I'll tell you all the news. And next Highland show as well, I'll upload all that, and I'll also send you pictures of me at Highland shows and things like that as well.
Fucking oath, because I've got a few connections. I got my mate in Tassie. We need to start like a little global network here of all of us YouTubers and get the real fucking news out to the people, eh?
Yeah, no, definitely. But
and even though, you know, the dancing medicine man's a bit alt-right.
You should hear Lucy, bro. You should hear what fucking Lucy Tidy says. Hey, Lacy MArie.
You've been holding back. You've been holding back for me, eh?
Mate. She's been fucking holding back like to the days, G.
I just played.
Bro, she's 1488 all the way. What? Fucking white supremacist.
No, I'm so not. Like, I didn't know what that meant until I googled it, because like I was like, why are all these people joining my thing and they're like writing like 1488 like underneath my content? What does that mean? Like, and like I was like clicking on it, and then this guy like joined my channel, and his name was like Hitler 2.0, and I was like, what is going on like with my channel? And it was like all these people, and I
You've
was like,
struck a chord with the fucking the lizard people fans.
My channel, like I was like, what is going on? Like, and I was like really confused, and then I googled like 1488, and it was like, it is a white supremacy signal, and I was like, but, and then I was like, well, is it though? Because everyone's saying that is like white power.
Yeah, well, that's a point.
Actually, it is, because it's
fucking like, everything's racist. This is the thing. I was reading an article today, and it was some couple in Canberra, which is our capital city, and they were like, this couple, they're a racist neo-Nazi fucking. And it was just a big hit piece written about them. I'm like, I don't even know if this person just did a Peppy meme. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay. They were like fucking took a photo doing okay. I can't believe any of these shit articles. Everyone's
See,
a racist.
Yeah. See now, see if I read a story that somebody's like this racist, like homophobic, blah blah blah. I'm kind of like, yeah, probably a decent person, like, and then you find out and they are decent, and like you're like, well, they've just made
Well, the
something.
journalist is usually some feminist with fucking
Yeah.
pink hair dye or some
Big
LGBT or
fat-
vegan or some shit, you know?
yeah.
Some cat mum or dog dad who's never fucking...
Yeah.
They're on the top like cat
Crack
mom.
up, man. Crack up.
Yeah. They're like some fucking stupid idiot who's just like,
Addicted to porn.
I'm 40 and my dog is my baby.
Yeah,
That's the
and
extent
I
of these
was
fucking journalists.
totally happy and think you all should have an abortion as well, because I'm really happy about it, even though they're always angry and like just like lesbians and just they're like angry lesbians with blue hair.
Dusty,
Everyone to
I
kill
was
all
listening to Irish news, and there's this lady who reckons there's a theory going around that with this whole shout your abortion thing and be proud of it,
them.
they
Right,
actually
going back.
think there's a movement going on that people who've had an abortion are so miserable that they're actually trying to offload their guilt onto other women. So they're saying, like, "Oh, you should have an abortion too, because I
can
feel
believe
shit.
that.
I want you to feel shit as well." That's
Yeah,
how
like
despicable
I can
these
believe that,
pieces
and it's to kind of validate, so in their
to
mind,
validate it.
yeah,
Exactly, that's it.
yeah, it's so that in their mind they're like, so because they probably feel really guilty, like, oh my god, did I kill my baby? So then, if more people do it, then they can be like, well, no, I didn't kill a baby because look, everybody's doing it, and like they're kind of like trying to validate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's it.
I would say that's true. They're
Yeah.
fucking just mental cases.
Yeah.
Everyone get married and have fucking babies. Go
Yeah.
find someone. And it's not easy being like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We should all be enjoying, find a fucking missus or a bloke and just make it fucking happen. Life ain't easy all the time, but it's fucking fun. You can have fun together.
My
Go
missus is
find
waiting for
someone.
me. My missus is waiting for me in Sweden somewhere. I just need to find her. Scandinavian.
Yeah. With the age
Next minute, he's fucking with some Filipino bird, you know.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, your Filipino wife. There you
Yeah,
fucking go, mate.
All
All right, well, I got to hit the road,
I
and it
know,
was good
sorry.
to
Hit the road,
catch
Jack.
up and chat with everyone. And that was just full random. I like wrote the what this fucking event was going to be, the Dancing Medicine Man and the Dusty Bogan Thirsty Thursday News, and it just fucking
Yeah, and then
turned into this.
Then
So I hope
Lucy
everyone
came.
fucking
Lucy
enjoyed it.
came and stole the show.
Yeah, so I know. Sorry for my.
We need to put a little fucking sand timer on you, Lucy, and we'll be like, bang, that's it. You get fucking 30 seconds each. Nah.
He's like, shut up. And I'm like, oh yeah, shut up.
We'll just give you a few fucking pints next time. Make sure you have a beer and a fucking durry hanging out of your mouth. You need to breathe, have a sip, and have a fucking drag. You know what I mean? Then we can chip in a few words too, but all fucking rock and roll, eh?
Don't piss the Scottish lads off, bro.
Sorry,
Don't piss
I'm
the Scottish
only
lads off.
joking. I'm only joking.
No, I know it's bad. It's like I laugh, and also when I'm drinking beer, like I'm quiet because I'm just like.
We should do next Thursday, all three of us, and we'll have a beer, eh? Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
reckon?
mate.
I'll get
Neil Erickson on as well.
Neil Erickson. I'll see if you can track him down. We'll get him on, eh?
Yeah. Oh, all good, bro.
Hit him up, get his email, and we'll fucking get him on. We'll talk shit from around the globe.
Yeah, mate. Should be sweet. I look forward to what do you call it? Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
I didn't even have a drink. I'll make sure I have a VB long neck in my hand next week.
Yeah, I'll just run the fridge.
Fucking oath. This is us. We're locking it in next Thursday, right?
Laters.
Fucking rightio.
Right.
See you next week, huh?
Yeah.
Cheers. Bye.